Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I install this 6x6 closure wig, and this is a 613 wig from West Kiss Hair. So I am going ahead and cleaning along her hairline, and then I'm going to begin to try on her wig. I did go ahead and have her already braided down and have her cap already put down, so you guys kind of missed that step. But if you guys are interested, I do have like full tutorials on that on my channel already. So now I'm just basically trying the wig on her head. I'm fitting it on to make sure it's like evenly put on or what not. So now I'm gonna have her hold it so I can just basically have it in a flat position so I can begin to part it into the middle. My girl Walla loves her hair parted in the middle, so that's what we're doing for the birthday girl. So I am going in with my hot comb, and I'm just going to be defining the part a little bit better. Like, a hot comb does such a big difference to the hair. I'm not going to be cutting off the little pieces of extra lace that are on the sides, and I'm just flattening out the hair with the hot comb some more. So this is how the hair looks. I'm just going in with my razor. I did pre-pluck it, so I do like to use my razor to cut off the lace. And you guys see me tugging on the wig a bit. It is really a tight fit, so that's why. And her head is a nice size. I'm now going in with my Bold Hold lace glue, and I'm just going to be doing 2 rounds. This is going to be the second round. After that, I'm going to be applying the lace. I never really do more than 2 layers. So now I'm going ahead and applying the lace, and I'm just tapping it down. It may look like I'm tapping it down rough, but I am going lightly. And then I'm just lifting up the lace and going over any spots that are still lifting up, or I didn't put any lace glue or enough lace glue on it. The key to having a real flawless install is making sure that every part of your lace is glued down and there aren't any parts that are lifting up. That's like the main key. So now I'm just going in and I'm slowly tapping it in and just pressing out everything. I'm not going in with my comb, and I'm using that to make sure everything is fully pressed out. So now I'm going to begin to flatten her hair. If you guys see all that smoke, that is because I like to spray my hot comb with oil sheen. This is just way I do this way because that just lets me know how hot my hot comb is, and it avoids me from burning the client's wig and stuff like that, because I do use an oven and it does get really hot in there. So that's basically how I control the heat of my hot comb. So now I'm just going in and I'm going to be parting her hair in piece by piece and basically laying it out. This is how I get my wigs to look super flat and clean and sleek. So as you guys can see, I've already hot combed one side, and you can just see such a big difference from the hot comb side versus the left side that has not even been touched yet. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue to do the same thing on the opposite side. So usually when it comes to the back of these wigs, I usually just connect the straps, but she did ask me to sew the back down, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going ahead and sewing the back down. So she did decide that she was hungry and wanted some chips, so she started eating. So now I'm just going to be going in with my Conair Nano Titanium flat iron, and I'm just going to be flat ironing the wig, and I am spraying my heat protectant spray on the hair. And the name of this heat protector spray is going to be coming up in a little bit, so give me a second. So this is the Fantasia heat protector spray, and that's the one that I like to use. At first when I do the back of her hair, I don't really use any of it, but when I start getting to the sides and to the front part of the hair, that's when I start to use it. It does make your hair a little oily if you use too much, so you got to be really careful because it can make the hair look kind of stringy, but you just got to be real careful when using it, and you should be fine. So now I'm going back in, and I'm just going to be readjusting her part, making sure it's in the middle and giving that a better look. I'm just fixing her part. These are like the final steps I like to do. As you guys can see, the glue has fully melted. I'm going to be going in with my hot comb and flattening out the top some more, and just giving that front look a more natural, sleek look. I am going in with some tweezers. I'm going to be plucking that left side because I feel like the right side is a bit plucked more. And then I'm going again with my tweezers, and I'm going to be plucking in her middle part just to give it a better, wider look, because 613 hair does come like with white knots, so the part sometimes is just empty. And with 613 hair, I really don't like putting makeup on the part because it makes it look orange or something like that. So now I'm taking my spritz and my oil sheen, and I'm going to be brushing the hair down and brushing little hairs that might be sticking up. This is just the key to me getting my flat look. And then I'm going in with the flat iron, the hot comb, and I'm flicking it out, y'all. So this is the final look. This is how everything came out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you feeling it? And make sure you guys check out West Kids Hair for some bomb affordable hair. This is a 6x6 closure, and it is full, sleek, and nice. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.